Hello everybody and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix the Randomizer. Last episode we beat the world's... Well, we didn't quite beat Vaccin's world because Data Axel was a thing. And then we beat the world for Laroxine. And I think we can actually go get some more stuff from here. Atlantica, but we're not going to do that right away. We might do that at the end of the episode. I don't know for sure yet. For right now, we're going to go into Lexius's world, which I think might be Agrabah, apparently. I had no idea. Anyway, I am actually recording this not on the day it's going up. I'm recording this on Thursday rather than Friday, which is a very, very weird thing after about 3 or so weeks of me just recording things very last minute. I've decided to take a bit of a day off today, which results in me having time to record this video and then also get the bonus video for the members, the showdown video, in order. So that this week we can continue doing that, because I've been slacking off with that a little bit, honestly. So it's all a good day. It means that I am not going to have any like traditional weekend necessarily this week again. But at least I have had a day off, which usually my weekends consist of 2 half days off. So maybe I can get like a day and a half this week. That would be fantastic. Anyway, that is just my life story. And if you want to hear more about that, that is, I guess, where we do the live streams. I don't know where we are supposed to go to. Are we supposed to go to the palace? We're not supposed to go to the palace. So we're supposed to go to the Cave of Wonders, maybe? I don't know. I legitimately have no idea. Again, this is a world that I didn't do last time. I've done this world plenty of times before, don't get me wrong, but I didn't do this last time because last time we were being blocked by a severely annoying boss fight, to say the very least. But this is a cutscene that leads somewhere at least, so that is a good thing. And oh, I remember this now. So the first randomizer I did, I also had all of the enemies randomized, which is a thing that I do want to try again, even though I know it breaks the game real bad. And that broke this part of the game real bad, because the enemy instances for this section of the game are actually separate like entries in the database compared to, well, not this part actually. This part is just annoying because if something spawns off screen or out of bounds, you're just fucked. And also things tend to fall down and through the floor sometimes. But if you can get through this, then you get into the on-rail segment, which the enemies that appear there are actually different enemies from the usual ones, because they're instant kills and they fly very, very far away. So that is a very interesting little thing that I didn't know before doing these randomizers. I've learned a lot of... Sorry. I just had dinner. Something decided to go down my breathing hole, also known as just my throat. I've learned a lot about Kingdom Hearts 2 in general, from how it works, how things don't work sometimes, a lot of unused content that you don't really usually get to learn about by just playing the game. And even Google doesn't tell you that much about it, because there's abilities that we're getting in this randomizer, and there's items that we're getting in this randomizer, which Google just can't tell me what they are. Nobody's documented these things because probably nobody knows. Well, people probably know that they exist, but they don't know what they were supposed to do. Like, slow. I think there's a number of different slow abilities, which or items, which I presume are abilities, which don't really do anything, but maybe that was supposed to like slow down enemies around you. Maybe it was a kind of magic that they wanted to introduce. We just do not know, and there's next to no documentation about it online. Mostly because I'm sure people like me have run into getting that inside of these randomizers, just they don't know what it means, so there's no real use in documenting it. I'm guessing it's something like that, because I can't believe that I'm the only one who has ever run into these really strange abilities and items. And honestly, it might be worth just like noting them down at some point and just making a video all about them, because it is a very interesting topic. But then again, to document it in that way, you probably need to have at least some idea as to what they were supposed to do. Then again, for a video, you could do it full-on speculation as well. I'm aware that I'm not really doing any jump cuts at the moment because I am getting sidetracked by this story, but it's a story related to the series, so I feel like that is justified to a certain extent. And there is the next couple of switches. That's the word they want me to use. And we actually have a shortcut for that one. Trigger one more switch. I never can find the last one. I found the last one. Never mind. I know where it is. I always have trouble finding this one. That didn't go very well, did it? You know what? You guys can all fuck off. Bye. That's a lot of experience. And I appreciate it. I don't appreciate that. Can you please stop attacking me? Can you please stop attacking me? Thank you. I mean, you didn't stop attacking me, but I finished the mission, so you couldn't attack me anymore. Which might as well just be the same thing. Wait a second. I think I have like 1 or 2 new chest opportunities here. I think I do. At least one that I know of, because there's a map to this area. In this area, which you cannot return to ever again, I'm pretty sure. So there's probably only 1 and not 2 chests, but maybe you can return and I just never have. This is usually the map, which could be anything right now. Like light and dark. I already have final form, but thank you very much. There is more than 1 chest, what do you know? And this one holds a Serenity Gem, cause of course it does. It always has to be a fucking synthesis item. Not even a normal synthesis item, it's a Serenity Gem, which means that it's only useful when using other synthesis items. That's literally all it is useful for, and I can't do anything with synthesis items because I'm not getting enough of them. I'm getting a lot of them, but I'm not getting like enough different ones of them. This is the thing I was talking about before. These enemies might just look like the normal bat Heartless, or the normal, I don't know what these things are called, Heartless. But they're not. They're actually separate entries in like the Heartless database, which have unique critical health. That sounds real good. Which have unique behavior. That being, they get flung very far into the distance and then just yeet into experience that way. And are instant kills. Most of these would be instant kills anyway, and the one kind of Heartless here on the orbs aren't instant kill, as you can clearly see. But still, I'm gonna cut away here. I'm expecting, though I'm not entirely sure, but I'm expecting Jafar not to have changed, which means that we're going to be moving on to the next world shortly. I'll show you a bit of the Jafar fight, but it's not too interesting if it's not randomized. As I assumed, Jafar is just Jafar. Nothing really can replace this boss because it's such a... Well, you could technically place a different boss here. That is not the huge issue, because there is a floor to this arena, so you could just go down to the floor. You could probably even spawn in Sora without a carpet. That is not the problem. The problem is placing this boss in a different arena in different circumstances. That just does not seem like a very good idea. Also, I probably should be using this because it's probably going to be dealing actually not that much more damage. Never mind. My strength and my magic are pretty equal in stats so far. Especially since Blizzard is just Blizzard and not even Blizzard-Ra. Let alone it being Blizzard-Ga. I was gonna skip this boss fight mostly, wasn't I? So let me actually make true on the promise and skip this boss fight. Hate this phase, by the way. Absolutely hate this phase, especially when you don't have Reflect. But generally, just hate this phase. You just had to, didn't you? You just had to. And now you're gonna go into that annoying phase again. You're not. Can I hit you? I can just hit you. Okay. I got a remembrance gem for that. Well, thanks for giving me something for my trouble, I guess. So it's not that much, but it's more than nothing. And a high potion as well. Wow. Okay, so what's up next? Because I don't know off the top of my head. After Lexus, we have Melusia, which we can't go to because it's a one-visit world. Zexion is the next one, which means that we're gonna go back to Olympus, I think? The second visit to Olympus is maybe just cops. Oh, wait a second. No, Olympus... I remember now. We had a bit of an issue here. Maybe we can get through that issue now with finer form and a lot higher stats. But we had a bit of an issue in Olympus. So maybe we can finally finish and get up on the Hydra's back. That would be great. But this was the issue. Because this is a timed fight against XEMNAS, which becomes invulnerable. So literally the only thing we can really do is just like do this. And this does seem to be working quite well, I won't lie. Maybe? I think we're fine. Honestly, think we're fine. Just need to be able to hit it. I can't lock onto him, that is another part of the issue. Final form, did a lot. I still got a minute. He's gotta be close to death at this point. Come on. There we go, Secret Anthems Report 7. We got through XEMNAS armor. This was a huge issue when we initially fought this boss fight. It's not anymore because we're literally like 2 times the level or something like that. So that's been fixed. Now let's go beat Hydra, and I guess we can do... I don't really know. I guess we just do the rest of the second visit to Olympus right away as well. I don't remember that much about it. Is Hydra still Hydra? I think it is. It is. Okay, so this is definitely a boss fight worth skipping because I am way fucking overleveled for this. Didn't even use Pegasus at all. Didn't even get the chance to use Pegasus. I gained an item slot and a Cosmic Arts, both of which are actually... Item slot isn't that relevant. Cosmic Arts might be. I haven't really looked at my Animaga recipe. Wow. I haven't really looked at my equipment at all for a while. So let's actually do that, because we surely at this point have some more armor and stuff we can put on. We don't have a lot of accessory slots still, but we have a Cosmic Belt, which increases the defense, and Cosmic Chain, which increases resistance to everything but dark and also defense. Which, again, our defense, with all of this equipped, is still just 22. And 22 points, 1, 7, 11 of half of which comes from the armor. Sora himself at level 43, I think 44, only has 11 defense still. That is just pathetic. Let's go back into Olympus. Let's just do that. Anyway, so that's that fixed. Maybe eventually we can do the same thing in Halloween Town, Christmas Town, really. Oh, I remember this now. Yeah, I remember what I have to do. Maybe we can do the same thing to Data Axle eventually. I kind of doubt it, but never say never, I guess. I don't know if this is the right way to go. I think it might be. It definitely is not the right way to go. We need to go see Hades, I am pretty sure. Or do we need to talk to this? We could do a cup. We probably should do the cups as well. Again, mostly going to be an off-screen thing because none of it's going to be randomized. Is anything going to be randomized? Because the cups do have bosses. And I think I did face Cerberus before, which might have been Cerberus Cup Cerberus. I'm pretty sure we faced Cerberus, maybe even Paradox Cerberus Cup Cerberus. So there is a non-zero chance that the cups have been, at least the bosses for the cups have been replaced. I'm pretty sure that we're going the wrong way. I don't think this is... I think we were supposed to talk to Pain or Panic. I never know which one is which. I don't think this is where we're supposed to be right now. It is not. Okay, let me fly back real quick and I'll meet you guys at some point in the near future. I don't know. Look, I just don't know. So we talk to you, Pain, enter the Hades Cup. There we go. I don't think anything in here is randomized. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think anything is. And I think after 1 or 2 of these rounds, we do go to Hades' place. So my confusion wasn't entirely just stupidity, it was just the wrong order of events. And that's powerful. Fucking love Reflect. Again, I've said it a bunch of times. I love Reflect. It's so good. That's what I use to absolutely murder the Hydra as well, by the way, in case you were wondering. I use a little bit of Thunder, and then I figured, if I'm going to be using magic, I might as well try to figure out a way to get him to hit me so that I can use Reflect. Turns out, he uses a lot of projectiles, very slow projectiles, so they're very easy to protect against. And just deal like an entire HP bar of damage. Just like that. My defense increase, that might be the first defense increase we've had. That legitimately might be the first defense increase we've had at level 45. That's part of the randomizer. That's what happens with randomizer sometimes. Sometimes you just get unlucky and you don't get any defense until like level 50. Still, that defense increase is probably only 1 point. Which isn't a lot. At all. There is something really satisfying about gliding down a very long map, like this one or the final map in the World That Never Was before the Altar of Naught, and just sticking to the ceiling the entire time, because your aerial dodge and glide combination level is just so ridiculously high, frankly. It's just satisfying. That's all I wanted to say. The opposite of that is this map, which going upwards is really annoying. Then again, this map going down, it has some of that satisfaction as well. Some of it. Not quite the same because it's not quite as long and it's more open, so it doesn't feel as special. Can I use Final Form? I can. We're finally gonna have Final Form level up a little bit. There we go. We got a Blizzard boost. And a Mithril shot. As you can see, the forms do level up a lot quicker as well. And ultimate recipe, I don't think we need that. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think that we necessarily need that, but thank you anyway. And I don't think this boss fight is randomized either. I seem to remember it just being Hades, which is a bit disappointing because that means everything in Olympus is just not randomized, except for Pete being armor XEMNAS, which was actually a huge issue. So this isn't randomized because this is not the actual fight yet, I think? Right? Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that one. And then I think you can damage him there somehow though. Can you? No, you can't, because obviously you need Herc to be able to damage him in the first place. Still, very much not randomized, so very much not worth the screen time right now. So, as you can see, I'm kind of tearing through his HP real quick. So this shouldn't be a problem. I'll be back with you with... we might just do yet another world, honestly. I think we will. I actually had to use Kyuraga to win this. That's kind of embarrassing, honestly. Can we... we have Berserk Charge is a thing that I always forget that I have. I guess we have... neither of my forms. We have... no, we don't. We have... MP again, which... max HP increase and a potion, but max HP increase, that's actually very useful. Might make it so that we can slowly but surely start considering taking on Axel in some point, way, form, something like that in the future. We're also not going to do other worlds. We're going to do the cups in the world we were just in. Because there is some cups here, and those have rewards, which have been presumably randomized. So there's something behind that as well. And at least this one should be easy. This one might be a bit more difficult. I don't think we are quite on point for this one yet. Pain and Panic shouldn't be an issue at all. I'll skip until we get into either a randomized fight or the just straight up the end where we get the reward and see if it's actually randomized. Because if it's not, I'm not doing the rest of these cups. Like, no way in hell. This round with Berserk Charge is very, very fun to do until you get so high up that nothing actually is is an actual enemy anymore. I think I might be able to just win this round. The objective of this round is survive until the time runs out, but there's a secondary victory condition, and that is kill all of these enemies. And I did that in about half the time that you get for it, which is kind of insane. And Leona Yuffie does not change, so I'm assuming none of the other bosses change either, and holy crap! Do you see the damage I'm dealing against these guys? One guy, one girl, I guess. That is ridiculous, and you only have 1 HP left, so you can fuck right up. Can you stop teleporting? Are you invulnerable to thunder? To magic in general, maybe? No. Reflect works against literally everything. So, what do we get as a reward for that, is my question. Is it still the cup, its recovery recipe, and an Orichalcum Plus, which brings us closer to being able to synthesize the Ultima weapon? That was very, very easy for me. So, I guess we go do the Cerberus Cup next. I ended the Cerberus Cup with more than a minute above the time that you get for the timer when you start it. That still was very easy and nothing too useful for me. So I guess what I'm saying is, let's try the Titan Cup. I don't know that we'll be able to do this, but it's worth a shot. I died. I actually died. I'm going to retry that one time. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I am a little bit underleveled for it. I think you're supposed to be like level 50 or 60 for this officially. But if you just are clever with Reflect, you don't really have to worry about the hit points, the literal hit points, not the HP, but the points you lose when you get hit. And if you're not careful with your Reflect timings, you do have to worry about it. And seems like also, your normal HP still exists. That's what I kind of forgot in the last attempt, so I kind of also do not have Guard, which doesn't help with these Dragon Nobodies. It's a whole thing, but I'm already down to 180. That can't be good. Only 38 points left so far, and this is round 7, I think? Round 6, that is significantly worse for me. I guess I can use Peter Pan. I don't know what that's gonna do for me. I guess deal a little bit of extra damage. I mostly just can't use drives, is the thing. But now that I finally have my Reflect back, this shouldn't be that big of a deal anymore, in theory. And there go my points. Okay, I need a little bit more firepower to be able to do this. I probably could do it if I chose to grind here for an hour. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to go to Atlantica for the last little bit of this video and just see what I can potentially get there and then end off this episode. Apparently there's nothing we can do here in Atlantica, so that's a bit anticlimactic. Never mind. So I guess this is just the end of the episode flat. Next time, let's see what we're going to be doing next time, just for curiosity's sake. Shion? Definitely not. Damix. Is there anything left to do for Damix? I think we've already done everything for Damix. We have. So after Damix, we have Zaldin. Again. So we're going back to Beast Castle. Next episode, because this episode's, for change, I don't think it's actually been that short. The recording session is about 40 minutes. So hopefully the episode will be not like 22 minutes again, because that's been a thing the last couple episodes. Just because the second half of the game is a little higher paced, and it's difficult to make 30 minutes episodes fit, because it's usually going to be either like 25 or 40. Something like that. Maybe 35 if you're lucky. Anyway, I'll see you back next time. Until then, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel. You know the entire thing. Bye.